It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy. Coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, go, go. Dig, dig, dig. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Ashley from Hollandale High School. This is for Jimmie and Carl. As a student, I was wondering, how has being a NASCAR driver helped you build character, and would you recommend this sport for someone around my age?
You're in high school? Wow, sometimes we don't act any older than that. I really enjoy it. I mean, the competition's the best part for me. The idea that, when you're in regular life and you're driving down the road or something, or you're doing whatever, I know for me, I have to have an outlet for that, that competitive fire, and I feel so fortunate that every week I get to go out and compete and race against these guys, and my job is to be a competitor. So I think that's helped me in my life, just to have something to focus on and a goal. So that's good. As far as recommending it to someone that's younger, I think that the people in the sport, the people that I've met a lot of really great people, and being able to go compete like that is really fun and rewarding. So if there's an opportunity for you to be involved in it somehow, I would recommend it.
Concentrate in school and you'll know what the word precipice means.
I guess I didn't focus in school all that
Me
well.
either. Me either.
The El Cajon School District is much worse than Columbia, Missouri.
Definitely.
Question?
Johnny Fabrizio, Tampa Tribune. Carl, you've had this incredible year competing in two divisions. Maybe the best team start to finish in Cup. If you don't come away with either one of these championships this year, do you worry a little bit that history will kind of forget what you've done this year?
No, that's something I haven't worried about. That's good. No, I think that, the joy really, and the thing that I've learned is this sport is, it's like Jimmie said, it's very humbling. It'll chew you up, and, I've learned to try to take joy in our performances and the things that I've become better at, the driver that I've become, and I feel like that the wins and the things that we've done this season by themselves, they kind of hold me up and make me feel good about this season. So whatever happens, happens. I mean, I'm 29 years old, and I feel like our team's the best it's ever been, and I think we have a lot to look forward to. So, no, that's not a worry that I've had.
John Roger, KRMS NASCAR Fridays from Missouri. Hey, guys, I got a question for you. Here we go. All right, it's the end of 2008 season. We're at Homestead. We've run the Car of Tomorrow the entire season now, and it's gone through the stages of finding out what's wrong with it, what made it great. What is your guys' opinion on it as we head into 2009 on the Car of Tomorrow, now the Car of Today? I mean, has it become more of a racy car? Has it really brought a lot of fans back, or does it still need a little more work?
Answer the school one.
Oh, yeah, you did answer the school one. I think that we've learned a lot about the car over the year, and I think that the teams have spent a lot of time and money to make the cars more comfortable to drive, to put on a better show. We're doing all that we can. The cars are exciting to drive. I think that the hard part, the difficulty in driving the cars, helps myself, helps my team. I know it helps Carl. I think it separates some of the competitors. I mean, it's one thing when the car's driving perfect and you got a ton of grip to go fast, but this car really requires you to think a lot, to be smart, to attack in the right areas, and then it's challenging to get this big boxy car with very little downforce and very little mechanical grip to handle right. So there's been a lot of challenges. I'm not king. It's not my decision to run the car, but we're making the most of it, and I think we're putting on good races. I think the car on short tracks has shown a lot of promise, and we've had some great finishes. Even look at Dover and the racing that took place at Dover at a faster track. I still think we need to do some work on the intermediate tracks to make the cars a little more comfortable to drive side by side and to really work your way up through traffic. But NASCAR has more interest in these cars being racy than anyone, and you know, we believe in where they're taking things and what they're going to do.
Yeah, and to add to that, I think that you know, every racer all around the country, racing at the local dirt track or wherever, there's nothing worse than not knowing if if it's a guy's car that's beating you or if it's that driver, you know. And I think that NASCAR's done a good job of making these cars, you know, putting you in such a tight box that I really feel like you're racing, you know, crew chief to crew chief, driver to driver. You're not, you know, it's good competition, and it does make it hard to pass at some of the tracks because so many guys are the same speed. But man, it's sure cool to know that you got a really good chance. You're not going to get beat by some guy's magical fender or something, you know.
Newton?
Yeah, David Newton, ESPN.com. You have some guys sitting in front of you that really didn't like each other on the racetrack and almost hated each other at times. Was that something that attracted you guys when you watched the sport on TV at a young age?
Who would that be?
And and when you think about now, you two guys seem to really like each other a lot. Is that good for the sport, or do you think it'd be better if you two guys hated each other like Petty's and Alice's and everything?
They're sitting right by each other. Keep your enemies close, right? I don't know. I mean, you know, the sport is what it is, and it's. I think that, you know, Jimmie's a good guy, and that's just the way it is. I don't, you know. Sometimes I wish I could hate him a little more, make it more fun. But I just I think he's a good guy. He's got a lot of respect for me and a lot of other guys. So I don't know. You never know, though.
I think it's good to have people that respect each other, and in teams that do as well. I mean, I think we get warped into reality television shows and perspective that you need to be in fist fights and skin cells and all these different things. I mean, what's wrong with good competition, people that respect each other and teams that respect each other? I mean, you watch, you'll see it in pro sports and football games or baseball games where guys are commending the other team and how prepared they are and how good of a job they do. And, you know, it works. I don't know why we have to be a circus act to make it a good show. I mean, good competition and respect for one another should be plenty.
Mike Harris, Associated Press. Jimmie, back here.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that when you came into the sport full-time in 2002, you were not a heralded driver or phenom like some of the kids that are coming in today. Everybody's expecting so much from. Looking back at from that point to now, being where you are on this great precipice, could you ever have envisioned being where you are now? And is it at all surprising to you to be where you are?
Absolutely surprising to me. And there's no way I could have dreamed this big. I remember just being scared to death that I wasn't going to have a job in 2003. I mean, I'm getting into Jeff Gordon's cars. Just won a championship with them. Startup team and all the expectations that come with you know, the situation I was in. And I was just worried about keeping a job and running well. And I remember going to Atlanta, and I think we finished 5th at Atlanta. And I took a big, deep breath and said, all right, I'm going to be okay. The 3 races I ran the year before didn't go so well. I don't even think I finished on the lead lap and tore up some cars. And the start of the season went okay, but, you know, nothing like I felt the expectations were. And I didn't have a ton of confidence in what my abilities were because, you know, I had only spent 2 years in any division or car before that. And, you know, won a race or two from time to time and usually finished in the top 5 or top 10 in points, but nothing, you know, nothing with the hype that you see guys get today. So definitely shocked and excited and at times, you know, on my heels taken back by what this team has accomplished, what I've accomplished, because there's no way I could have dreamed this big.